Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson, and I'm back today with did 5 trades. I started out just trying to scalp, and whatever I can get above the 10 pips is a bonus. Now today's date is June the 5th. Remember, today is high impact news. I wanted to get in the trade and out of the trade before 8:30, before the high impact news. Let's take a look. As I said, it's Friday, June the 5th. Here's the high impact news, non-farm payroll. It will affect the market. It's okay to trade before, but best to get out of the trade before this news comes out. It is about 7 minutes or so before the news, and I've closed all 5 trades down. I was going to trade the news, but I seen some pretty good setups prior to the news, right around 7 a.m. So I took the trade around 7:03, 7:04, 7:06, and 7:26. As I said, I did 5 trades, and I closed them all out, some with very small profits and some with bigger profits. Now let's take a look at them. Pound CAD, let's run a check on this one. Okay, I got in at this cursor right here. Now it did another cycle against me, but I knew that the overall trend was up and that I was able to close out. I didn't get much on this one, but I managed the trade and still managed to get about 1.5 pips. Not very much. So that paid $81 on that one, and that's why I decided to close the trade. I wanted to make sure, because there's CAD news and there's also the USD news. So definitely I wanted to be out of this one before the news came out. Okay, moving on to the Euro Aussie. This one here I did. Let's drag and drop this up. Now this was a much better looking trade, and I traded a great way to trade. Did one more bit of a cycle up here, but not a big deal. I knew it was going to go down. Got in at this cursor, and I closed it out, looks like with 8 pips. And those 8 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $558. As I said, I just started out scalping, and scalping is between 3 and 10 pips, and remember, everything above 10 pips, I call that a bonus. So let's move on to the next pair here, the Euro New Zealand, which is right here. Click and drag this up. This is another perfect example. This is exactly what I'm looking for. A great way to trade. I teach exactly how to trade this way. It did a bit of a pullback up here, but not a big deal. I got in at this cursor, and I closed it out with, looks like 25 pips. And those 25 pips paid $1,641. This is my most popular way of trading, a great way to trade. And once you master that, you'll be off to the races also. Let's try this next one, pound yen. Let's see how that worked out. Click here, drag and drop it up. As you can easily see, this is another great example of a great way to trade. I got in at this cursor, this little blue cursor here, and I closed it out with, looks like 31 pips, and 31 pips on the pound yen paid $2,719. Okay, let's take a look at the pound Swiss, the last pair here. Let's take a look. Pound Swiss. I took it, another great example of a great way to trade. Works at least 90% of the time, as long as you get the time, follow the rules within the training videos. So let's see, pound Swiss, drag and drop, almost perfect entry, got in right here at this point, cursor, and I closed out here. It looks like again with 31 pips. And as you can see, the market is starting to move, shift a little bit. It's exactly 8:30 a.m. But the pound Swiss will not be overly affected by non-farm payroll. And those 31 pips on the pound Swiss paid $3,246. Remember I said that the non-farm payroll affects the US dollar, and of course we had CAD news. As you can see, the Canadian news, unemployment, employment change and unemployment rate, that one I definitely wanted to be out of the trade, and I will show you why. So let's go back to the pound CAD. If you remember down here, pound CAD, I bought it. You see, if I did not close the trade, I would be losing a lot of pips at the moment. I would be down 76 pips. So this is why you got to be careful around high impact news, especially non-farm payroll. So I closed it out. I've always said I'd rather close out a trade with a few pips than drop, 50 or more pips. Now you know why. Okay, let's see where we were at. As you can see, the pound Swiss is not moving very much because this is not affected by the high impact news. So all in all, today's been a great day of trading. I always say if you can get 50 pips in a day, you have a very good day. Today I ended up with 96 pips if you were doing the math. And those 96 pips paid $8,247. So for a little over an hour's work in the trade, finished trading right around 8:30 in the morning. My day is done. As I look at this pound Swiss, it's continuing. It broke this top and kept going. But I just wanted to be out of all the trades before the high impact news. Just in case, you just never know. So if your system is not producing like my magic trigger, I suggest you get your hands on it, and to do so all you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this right up. It's my magic trigger system. I do charge $250, and I still have a special limited time offer. Once you buy the magic trigger at $250, I'll throw in the golden trigger system and the pip trigger system for an extra $50. So a grand total of $300. You'll get my top 3 very best trigger systems. So now there will be like 3 times the amount of training and education. Each one of them has about 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now each one of them comes with 4 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter, the one that you see me using. Now it also comes with a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents. One of them is the $1 Million Trade Plan, where all you need is 1 trade a day. For 10 pips, that's all you need is 10 pips, and today I got 96 pips. And when you start with $1,000, 1 trade a day, and in less than a year you turn that $1,000 into $1 million. That's for you traders out there who have small accounts and you want to grow it quickly, but you must get those 10 pips. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 36 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. Now my favorite way of trading, and I've done most of my trades, not all of them, but most of them today, was a great way to trade. It's the fastest and easiest way to start making pips and to become successful. So that's the one I recommend that you focus on. Now in all the training videos I give a lot of trading tips. I teach how to back test the magic trigger, how to scalp the market, how to scan the market. Now I teach how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. I also teach how to trade pullbacks. Now remember, a pullback is just coming back to the moving averages. And I also teach how to trade complete reversals. I also teach how to trade the channel. That's where we're buying low and selling high. I also teach how to trade around the goal line. There's always a lot of action. If it doesn't hit the goal line on the 15 minutes, then just go down to the 5 minutes. All these candles will be bouncing off of the goal line and the channel. Great opportunity to buy. Very, very low, like right here. And you'd be up almost 80 pips. Timing, if I see it, I get it right. And if I'm a little bit off, that's okay. I don't care about 5 or 10 pips. Especially if you're going to get 40 or 50. Not a big deal. Let's see where we're at. Also teach how to trade the news. That is the most difficult. Recommend learning a great way to trade first. And of course, how to trade with a day job. You just follow the instructions in the videos. That's for people in North America who can trade the Asian session, and then it'll overlap through the London and carry on into the New York session. So just watch the videos, and it's another good way to trade if you have a day job. You cannot be in front of the computers during the New York time. So if you have any questions at all about my magic trigger system, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. Here's my Skype ID. I made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link and we'll have contact. And through contact and screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. It'll last about 45 minutes, depending on how many questions you may have for me. Now, I've been building trigger systems over 10 years or so, 26 of them all together. And if you want to see screenshots, all you got to do is click on this link. And about 4 or 5 months ago, I did a review of my top 2 best trigger systems. All you got to do is click on this link, and after I merged them together, I came up with the magic trigger. And if you want to see a review on that, just click on this link. So that just about wraps up this video. Another day and week of trading. Extremely successful. No losing trades. One was close, but I still managed it. Remember, you have to have trade management in order. So if it goes against you, got to be able to manage it. And I managed this one perfectly just before the high impact news came out. So anyhow, that just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading. And remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.